Let's unbox my first bag from Fendi, the Soft Trunk Baguette. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm the Traveling Gay Panda. Thanks for watching. Today we will be unboxing my first ever bag from Fendi, the Soft Trunk Baguette that I bought in our recent trip in Madrid. So we were in Madrid for the Madrid Mutua tennis tournament that I first started going to last year, where I bought my first luxury bag in general, and it was my Loewe puzzle bag that I'll link up here. And so this time the partner decided to come with me because I just raved about the whole experience. We had a great experience up until the last day, or the day on Monday, when we were in the middle of the tournament and all of a sudden all electricity shut off in the whole country. And we had no idea what was going on because we had no cell service. No one could tell us what was going on. Eventually, like a few hours later, they sent a message over the loudspeaker being like, oh, all of Madrid and the majority of Spain, parts of Portugal and France had their electricity cut off. And so we were kind of up to our own devices on how to get home and how to survive the next few hours until the power came back. All in all, it was pretty stressful because we were flying the next day, and we were pretty strict on our deadline because Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, leading up to the weekend, all had activities for my sister's wedding. So I needed to get back, and long story short, we made it back. I missed Wednesday night activities, but it is now Thursday, and I had planned for the past 2 days to have been full of errands with helping out with wedding stuff, doing my own stuff. And so now I'm kind of frantically catching up on all of my errands and doing this unboxing because I will be wearing this for the wedding festivities. So let's talk about the whole Fendi experience in Madrid. I'll do a separate shopping vlog on all of the stores that I went to in Madrid, and then 2 unboxings from Louis Vuitton and Hermes also. But this one is solely dedicated to this Fendi bag right here. I knew that I wanted to get it. If you've seen my wish list, this was on there. I was between 2 Fendi First bags, and Fendi First was on my list because of the fact that it was discontinued. Kim Jones has since been transitioned out of Fendi, and so all of his creations, including the Fendi First, are now like unstocked, not on display, and not being created anymore. I went in there and I asked, do you have any more Fendi First? The guy, by the way, if you go to the Madrid Fendi store in the Salamanca neighborhood along like Calle de Serrano, ask for, what was his name? Oh, Marvin Lincoln. He was fantastic. So knowledgeable, so friendly and nice. And he was just like, honestly, it's what luxury shopping should be. He was speaking to me like he was my friend and we had known each other for a while, and be like, you know, that looks good on you. Oh, I would hold off on this. Oh, that one looks great. Let me talk to you about the leather they use on this. Let me talk to you about the history. He was just a wealth of knowledge and a breath of fresh air when I was trying to make such a stressful decision on which bag to get. So he told me that there were only 4 Fendi First bags in the whole store in Madrid. 2 of them were fabric and 2 of them were the original like lambskin leather, and so I asked for the lambskin leather. He said they don't even display them anymore. They're kind of just like hidden in a stock shelf underneath like all of the other bags, and you have to like specifically ask for it. So I'll put a picture up here, or here maybe. So one of them was in this light beige tan color, and the other one was in the black. I had already known I wanted to get a black bag, so it would be more of like a special occasion type of piece. This leather is spectacular. It was so soft and so supple, and it smelled so good. Another pro on the Fendi First that really made me gravitate towards it is just the whole design is so well thought out and very functional and very aesthetically like pleasing. Second thing, obviously the leather is fantastic. The third thing is that it can be shouldered as well. So it comes with, I believe it's an adjustable shoulder strap. It's a pretty thin leather strap, but it is on the shorter side. it comes with the bag, and the way that it attaches is on the frame, on the top frame where the F is of the bag. On the inside of it are these like D-rings that you can flip out if you want, and attach the shoulder straps too. So basically, like, if you don't want to use a shoulder strap, you can hide that D-ring on the inside frame, and so like the silhouette is still that beautiful shape. Like, if you obviously want to use a shoulder strap, you can unhide it or like reveal it from the inside. And I just really like that there's so much thought behind the creation of the bag. The biggest con for me was the lambskin leather. As beautiful and as supple and texturally just like it was. Even Marvin, the CA, was like telling me, if you're not careful, lambskin leather is such a delicate and very sensitive bag. It's very prone to wear and tear. If you're not careful, and I am not careful, I like throw my bags everywhere. Of course, I like leave them in the dust bags and stuff, but when I'm using it, I like bump into things. I'm not careful about opening flaps and zippers and stuff like that, so things get scratched all the time. And he said specifically with liquids. And if I'm going to be wearing this to a wedding, you know, people are going to be drunk, dancing, moving around. People are going to be swigging their cocktails all around, you know. So I just don't want the hassle of that. So I kind of steered away from the Fendi First, even though this is kind of like a last chance kind of thing. The second bag that wasn't on my list, but I ended up seeing there just because it was next to the soft trunk, was men's ICU cross in like mini. It's like the smallest size they have. That's not a bag charm, and it was really nice. I love the whole structure of it, and I love the history behind the peekaboo. I tried it on, and it was really nice. Like, it's separated, it's divided into two parts. Obviously, the handle is dividing the front and the back. The front part is, I think, just like that closure with the what do you call it? The turn closure, the turn lock closure, and then the back is a zipper closure. The front part is great for like convenience, and then the back pocket is convenient for like security purposes. I did like that. For me, it just looked more of like a business professional setting. So not really so much for a wedding or even like a fancy special occasion dinner. So I kind of put that out of the way. That was on the bottom of the list of the 4 or 5 bags that I looked at. Now this bag, finally we get to the soft trunk. I was between this bag and another soft trunk in the, I believe they call it like the Solaria style. My CA was trying to give the pros of that Solaria bag more. He said that Solaria style is their kind of like famous stitching, that they use these like large, thicker stitches that are, I guess, hand stitched. It's beautiful. It really is. For me, I know the vibe that it's going for, you know, the hand stitch. It's made by, you know, like artisans and has a more like rugged, and for me at least it looked a little too casual as opposed to the bag that I got. So let's just unbox this and go through the stuff. And I love the yellow also. Okay. Oof. Oop, it's down here. You can kind of see it through the dust bag. I have limited time. I have so much errands to run, so I have to speak faster. All right, here we go. This is my background music, la-di-da-di-da, and ta-da! So we have the Soft Trunk Baguette in the men's line. I don't really know why it's called a soft trunk because it's a pretty rigid, structured bag. I have to think of a name for him. I'm gonna say it's gonna start with an F because of Fendi. So if you have any suggestions, put it down below. I love to name my bags. But this is this one. It is in some sort of leather. Let me look it up. So Baguette, soft trunk bag made of black leather with a striped texture FF motif. You can see that. Flap with magnetic FF clasp, embellished with beige leather Microfiber lined interior, 6-tone on tone leather card slots, and palladium finish hardware. Fabric crossbody shoulder strap with Fendi lettering is adjustable and detachable. So yeah, here he is. All right, so let's. So the handle is a nice thick leather. I guess this is leather also. It just says black leather. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. On the receipt, it says men's flat bag baguette calf leather. So I guess it's calf leather, but it's like embossed, debossed, final boss. I don't know these terms yet, guys, but it has this textured like FF motif, which I have to say, like in person, it's not as noticeable as it is in photos and how it's coming across. Really, you only see it once you like glare it in the light, and I kind of love that because it's like a mix of both minimalism and maximalism. Obviously, you have this FF hardware here, and I don't know, I really, really love it, guys. We've got, ooh, I love how they added these, I don't know what they call them either, but like buttons or hardware, and they're, they have like the Fendi stamp in there as well, and these ones on top. Oh, there are stickers here. I don't know how people feel about taking stickers off. I don't even know if this is going to work, but oh, okay. That is satisfying, at least for me. This one up here, I don't know if you can see this. But yeah, so it can be top handled like this, obviously as a clutch. You can just put it under your arm. It's a magnetic clasp and pop. Ooh, so this is Fendi as well. It feels like suede, but it says it's like a microfiber lined. It's not really beige. It's more like black with like gray and green hues. And then on the inside, it comes with, I believe this is the shoulder strap, but let's look at the interior first. So there is the 6 card slots in the back, and then just like a hollow cavern. And this is exactly what I need for both like casual and like special occasion type of dinners and occasions. Because of the card slots, I don't need to carry a wallet, and then I can just put everything else I need in there, like chapstick, you know, perfume, keys, and my cell phone. Let's see, so this is, I believe, the 15 Pro, not the Max, but that fits very easily in there with so much space left. Very convenient and very chic. And then in this one, we have so this is the one thing that wasn't like my favorite about this bag, is that the strap is this fabric guitar jacquard thing. So it definitely makes it less casual if you wear it like crossbody. So I guess it's a good mix of casual and sophisticated, or like casual and fancy. Which, I mean, I guess now that I think about it, that's exactly why I bought the bag. I bought it so that I could wear it for like fancy dinners, special occasions, but also if I'm like getting drinks with, you know, the guys and we're out in the club dancing, that'll just be like strapped onto me, like my chest either here or like closer to here. And it'll be more like casual instead of like fancy. For me, I like things on the longer setting, especially if I'm crossbodying it. Let's see how long this is actually right now. So in this current setting, it's like hitting right at my rib cage, and this is kind of like where I would want it at, especially if I'm like out dancing with friends, be like, woo! But yeah, this is actually pretty nice. Or it just sits like right under my arms here. For the wedding, I will be using this kind of like as a clutch without the strap, just so that it's a little bit more elegant, chic, and sophisticated. But yes, so what do you guys think? Oh, it smells so good. I'm gonna wear this tonight, tomorrow, and a couple of other date nights over the weekend, so I'll make sure to put some mod shots next to here. I'll be going over some of my shopping experiences in Madrid along Calle de Serrano, and I do the 2 unboxings like I said, so watch out for that. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, safe travels. Bye!